when nothing truly mattered and we hadn't had a clue. We fell in to play the game. Nothing would ever be the same. There were times when there was laughter. There were times when there was joy. But they took it all away for the pleasure in our pain. Welcome to our new world. Shine a light on everything. Please don't be scared for what we know. Welcome to our new world. All the lie you try to hide away from the scars we made. This is your chance to understand we did not design this plan that was built for you. There's nothing you can do. This is my warning, this is your sign that you can't go run and hide. We will fight for you. You know it to be true. Welcome to our new world. Shine a light on everything. Please don't be scared for what we know. Welcome to our new world. All the lie you try to hide away from the scars we from the scars we Welcome to our new world. Shine a light on everything. Please don't be scared for what we made. Welcome to our new world. Shine a light on everything. Please don't be scared for what we made. Welcome to our new world. All the lie you try to hide away from the scars we made. Welcome to back when nothing truly mattered and we hadn't had a clue. We fell in to play the game. Nothing would ever be the same. There were times.
Welcome to Nerd TV for another Global Racing League Truck Series race, live from Dover International Speedway as the Global guys are coming off from an off week. And we're going to tackle 200 laps here at the Monster Mile here on a cloudy practice session here. I'm not sure what the race is entailing for weather, but speaking of weather, I'll try to pull this up on my hand here. Overcast, 67 degrees. Track temp 79, 10-mile-an-hour winds, and looks like some clouds, or some sun that's starting to poke through some of these clouds here as we're into our countdown to green presented by Icon Apparel Company. Late on the verbiage, but you got the graphic. Dustin's better than me at this. We're doing things here tonight on this Sunday evening, April 27th at 7 o'clock Eastern. Thank you all for joining. Already got 12 viewers on the YouTube side as we got our aerial coverage here already at Dover. So I'm glad we got our drones flying, our blimps around the track, ready to take action. My name is Jeremy Stanley, aka Jay Swifty, and to my right hand side, co-partner, producer, guy of many hats, Dustin. What's up, dude?
Ready to go racing? Yeah, ready to go racing at Dover. It's probably one of the tracks that, in my book, is probably one of the funnest complexes to come race at. It is a tough track. I mean, it's a fast track, tough track at a mile in length.
Sure.
It is definitely a driver's choice track. It's one of these that either the driver likes running here or they tolerate it and get through the 200 laps to move on to the next race in the schedule. But I know for both you and I, Jeremy, Dover is definitely one of the tracks that ranks up there as a fun event to come and race at. It's a challenging one, and it's going to be grueling because for two reasons. Turn 2 and turn 4. More importantly, turn 2 wall and turn 4 wall. With the way this track is configured, those walls, especially on a longer run, they will jump out of nowhere at you. And that's the drivers are going to have to watch at. And it's even more challenging when you're too wide because that driver on the inside really has to work to not drift up naturally and just pin both of them against the wall. So it's a challenging track in its own for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna have some multi-groove, but dominantly though, if you're gonna be there for the long run, the bottom is the way to go. But you'll see a lot of diamond effects and different strategies on the racing line, that is, throughout this entire race. A couple of notations here before we head to qualifying. They had an off week, and off week became silly season for global. And what I mean by that is, if you're in tune with the NASCAR world, when you have a global or a silly season, that means you have driver swaps and you have number changes and you have everything all packed into one weekend here at global without the scheduled. It looks like JJ McCoy is no longer on Grim Reaper. The 22 is off. On is going to be Jacob Grant in the 19 and the 69 of Kevin Martin. So that's two new on Grim Reaper. And there's a couple others throughout the list here. I think Caden's new to Team Whatchamacallit. Michael Escalera, I think he's officially now moved to Full Throttle. Just going through the list here. There's another one or two of the names that Dustin had keyed me on earlier, but Lone Star Racing did not change. I think Ghost Motorsports added the driver, Josh Politis, if I can pronounce that right. So,
and Brad Miner. Brad Miner also went from Old Dogs over to Ghost Motorsports. You already talked about Jacob Grant going from Ghost Motorsports now on Grim Reaper.
He did.
So yeah, there's all flippity flopping and switching all every which way. So we're trying to keep up with it as well. So we're probably going to be off on some of these swaps as well. But I mean, there was a lot that happened in that off week. They just didn't celebrate Easter. They're like, hey, let's celebrate Easter and let's just shake everything up.
Yeah, we're just going to put everything into a Yahtzee dice container and just shake it up and take a random roll and see what you get. And the other notation, too, I wanted to mention before we kick it over, I think this is the first time we've ever seen this in our 3+ years of broadcasting. All the seasons we've covered, Dustin, we've never had a season where we've had 9 different winners in 9 different races. And so we're approaching half of the roster. We are, as far as like driver count versus different winners. So will we have our first repeat winner tonight? We'll find out in 200 laps at Dover.
I tell you what, though, it would be a great
yeah.
place to do it, man. If the Monster Mile can be the place where somebody can grab the monster stat of being the first repeat winner, I mean that's like storytelling. It writes itself.
Yeah, no kidding, right? So we'll see. New drivers, driver swaps, new fun track, and I said 2 weeks ago too. The back-to-back weeks we're gonna have a victory lane that's open. I had to tell Tyler Honeycutt 2 weeks ago to find
Yeah,
Bristol's
you did.
victory lane. So this week, do they know that Dover's open? Dover's the unpopular one. We'll see what happens, but we're getting our cameras off the screen. We got qualifying to attend to here. Practice. Fastest guy on the track. Truck number 1 was P number 1, Michael Hayes. Currently not on, so we're going to go to number 2. Austin McGill in the 99. I know we're riding on the John Deere truck, but Austin McGill, second fastest, is going to get the honors here in this session. Here's his opening lap, lap number 1. And you're going to see, okay, he's going to give up the first lap here. Going to get this run off the top. And it looks like, Dustin, they cleared out the marbles from practice to qual. There was nothing up there, so it's allowing Austin to get that great launch off the top of the track.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a smart move, too. I mean, build that speed up on the top of the track. That's also a faster way around the track as far as speed, which means you're going to build pressure and build heat up on those tires. It's going to allow those things to grip at maximum effort, as they say, and that's what's going to allow him really to try to lay down a heater right now. It's going to put him at top of the charts, 22.05, Jeremy. They are flirting with the 21-second bracket. Closest person to him right now, Danny White at a 22.26. So McGill put down a heater right now, setting that bar high.
I don't know if you noticed, but that turn 3 and 4 combination from Austin McGill was just beautiful. I thought when you apex early in turn 3, I thought for sure he was gonna have to give it up on corner exit 4, but no, he had a very nice, sweeping, smooth exit all the way through, and that's why he's able to have 2/10 faster than second place so far. But we got some other trucks on track right now. We're going to try to cycle through new schemes out here for a couple of these guys, a couple of long-term veterans here too. Right now we're on board with, I think this is the number 1, Michael Hayes, who was your fastest guy in practice. Here he is, lap number 1.
Yeah, and he was, again, he's going to take that same approach, try to build the heat up in those tires, try to get everything he can. Going to cross the line, and this is the one he's going to paint that seam between the cement and the asphalt down there as much as possible, nice and smooth all the way around. Again, Mike Hayes was your fastest driver in practice, but that bar set high by the 99 Austin McGill right now to 22.05. Clean corners off turn 4. Mike Hayes now going to slot himself P4 to 22.26, so third and fourth, had to go to the third or fourth decimal point. Rob Sherwood, newcomer, first race this race now at a 22.20, slotted himself P2.
Yeah, he just had a little wobble there in turn 3. He was trying to chase the track a little bit. Able to get turn 4 pretty smooth overall, but yeah, turn 3 just ate him up there, and that's just huge. Austin McGill literally won this qualifying session in turn 3 and 4. It was such a beautiful corner set. But we got a final couple trucks here. We got a minute and a half left in this session. Right now on your screen, it looks to be, well, I can't find them on my end, number 20. It looks like Joshua Raymond in this galaxy-colored Team Whatchamacallit truck. New to the team, I do believe. Is that right, Dustin?
No, Joshua Raymond has been on the team,
on the team?
Yep, since the start of the season. Usually you see the 20 Joshua Raymond is one of our Brez Coffee Company caffeine team in rig driver cams, but they haven't. They've been focusing on their racing more, so we haven't been able to showcase the drivers the last few races. Is hard impact. That's going to disqualify that lap, and that's what we were talking about. That's going to happen a lot during the race, Jeremy. Those walls, and it's hard to explain that to, viewers and fans out there, how fast those walls creep up on you. I mean, it's not even creeping. Like they slide into your DMs like quicker than crap. It's ridiculous at the configuration of this track because of the speeds that you're carrying.
Yeah, if your truck gets tight, you're going to lift, and then your truck's still not going to turn after the lift. And we got 10 seconds left. Callum Bailey here on the 26. on the back straightaway. Will not complete this lap,
Woo!
and well, he's going to find the wall on the infield side here to complete this session. The only truck to not post time. He came out stupid late and was unable to post a time, and that's it. Qualifying is over. So now we're going to take a moment here, gather up these trucks on pit road to go over the starting lineup for tonight's Dover Motor Speedway. Well, Dustin calls it Dover Motor. Dover Motor? That's why they don't name it that. It's Dover International Speedway. Maybe. We'll see. Austin McGill,
Sir,
P1.
if you look at the loading screen on iRacing, it says Dover Motor Speedway, my man.
Well, turn your UI on. It says Dover International at the top. iRacing does things differently sometimes. You know, I'll go off what you said, though. Dover Motor.
Neither's wrong. Neither is wrong.
That's right. That's right. As we have our overlay.footer text presented by Icon and iRacing iFlag there at the bottom of the screen. Austin McGill, P1. Rob Sherwood, P2. Row number 2, you're going to find Tyler Honeycutt in 3rd. Brody Marinko in 4th. Danny White, P5. Michael Hayes in 6th. 7th place is Stephen Hayes. John Howard in 8th. Row 5, you'll find Bradley Miner in 9th. In 10th place, Kevin Martin, newcomer in the number 69. P11, Don Blazers. 12th, David Holsey. 13th, Jeff Weimer. It's why Jeff Weimer. 14th will be Jonathan Gaston. 15th, Ricky Hudgens. 16th, Michael Thorpe Jr. 17th will be Justin LeBlanc. 18th, EJ Luna. 19th, Joshua Raymond. Hayden Bullard in your top 20. 21st, Stephen Knight. 22nd, Matthew Escalera. 23rd, Bobby Mansell. 24th, Jacob Grant. And the only truck that did not post time, Calla Bailey in the 26, P25. And before Dustin takes over here, there are some YouTube chats. Holmesy in the 33, not driving still, recovering. Let's go GRM. And that's Grim Reaper. And then the Lunar Eclipse saying, good luck, Caden. Remember, he was cheered on by Lunar a couple weeks ago and was able to win. So let's see if Lunar Eclipse can able to bring that luck here this evening as well. Dwayne saying, let's go, number 89. That's Bobby Mantle. Gold Track, not sure who that is, but they said, rip my qualifying lap. So someone died in qualifying. And then Ron Harrington with the correction. It's Dover Motor Speedway, Dustin. You are correct, because SMI bought the track. So there you go.
Thank you.
Wrong again.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you. My man out there, our official, unofficial stat checker there. Awesome. I love being right, especially when it's with Jeremy, because it doesn't happen very often, so I will take my victories.
That's wrong. I'm always wrong.
But no, it's going to be a good race. Correction too, Jeremy. The 69 of Kevin Martin. It's not his first race. He has caught a couple events before, or at least one event, but I don't think that you were there for that event. So, and he
That's
is
fair.
Yep, he's been with Grim Reaper since the start. So, gonna be a good one, Jeremy. These drivers just need to take it easy as that pace truck pulls off.
Yeah, I do show one start there, so that is correct. But here we go. Green flag is out real quick here. Austin McGill with a commanding qualifying lap is also going to take a commanding lead early here as Rob Sherwood at 93. He's going to slip back to third there as the number 2, Brody Marinko, is going to go from 4th to 2nd before turn 2. What a start there from Brody. Single file top 5, 6th, 7th, 8th. They're double file here into turn number 3. Quickly they go more single file. The 78 John Howard stuck on the outside here early. Corner exit, turn 4. Doesn't look like anyone tags the... Oh, maybe one truck deep in the back, but outside of that, clean corner exit.
Oh, John Howard lose. Oh, man. He is Tokyo
does.
drifting this stuff. That would have made Dom Toretto happy and proud on that one. Saves that caution. What a wheel job.
Man, oh man. Now those tires are screaming. Oh, Brody Marinko almost having some problems here. As he got loose. Now he's back and good to go. I saw him catch a lot of slideways in this off that last corner.
Yeah, and that's what this is going to happen. I mean, it's these drivers got to let the pressures and heat build up just a little bit. This track can get loose. You've seen the 78 of John Howard get loose on corner entry during practice. A lot of trucks get loose on corner exit. This is a very technical track. It doesn't seem like it would be, Jeremy, but it is. It is a technical track when it comes to that. and it is abrasive. This concrete surface, again, very reminiscent of Bristol, can be hell on tires and, building up that tire heat. So it's something the drivers have to maintain. Remember, 3 sets of tires down pit road, and that doesn't include the set on the truck, for a total of 4, 200 laps. You got to plan that tire management. You got to start right from the drop of the green.
Speaking of tire management, Austin McGill not doing that. He's been known for his short runs, not his long runs. He's got a 1.5 second lead over second place that last time by. So just Austin just sprint. Oh, we got a wreck in turn 1, maybe a caution. Here they go. They're piling up big 4 or 5 trucks involved in the first caution on lap number 6 as they somehow did not collect more than that. There was 2 different wrecks that happened simultaneously.
Yeah, there was. I don't know how Justin LeBlanc missed that one. Halsey was spinning down the track, and how he got through that, I do not know.
This all started with the 46. Bradley Minor, 3 wide contact. He tried going in the entry a little early. The 11, a Blazer, was not in position to be where he should have been. He slid up the track. 46 made contact. So that was the initial one. And then the 76 just comes down across the 73's nose. So this is going to send...
Oh, man, Weimer just got sent.
Yeah, there's the 78 of Howard. He's going to be mixed in there. Bradley Minor, who started the wreck, he's also going to come in with the 73 of Jeff Weimer. He's going to make contact there. And, yeah, there it is. I think he got just a touch of contact. But, man.
Wow.
Justin just rabbit's foot in that truck early on to start this race.
Yeah, that was lucky on that one. You see some trucks coming down pit road now. Number of those involved in that incident. Brad Minor down pit road. You've seen Justin LeBlanc down pit road, repairing what little bit of damage was there, or checking to see what damage was there. John Howard down pit road. David Halsey down pit road, and the 73 of Jeff Weimer down pit road. So all the trucks that either got damage or potentially received damage in that one down pit road, servicing their trucks right now. Everybody else, Jeremy, stays out. As again, we were only just a number of laps into that race there, so tires just at that optimal temperature and pressure. So drivers not wanting to waste any time on that one.
Yeah, no kidding there. And now this is going to set things up. Austin had that great launch, and the 2 of Brody Marinko, he got loose, so I was able to allow the 99 to shoot forward. But now they're battled back up. Did Austin use too much tire on that restart? As the likes of Rob Sherwood in the 93, Stephen Hayes in the 13, are they able to compete now with the 99 on the short run, or is the 99 just going to set sail? We got a lap and a half. We're going to go back to green flag. And it's going to give me our time to shout out one of our partners. And, of course, we're not doing this for multiple reasons. If we're not with Icon Apparel Company here this evening, allowing us to do this here every Sunday night. It's part of the sponsorship program here at Global. And iconapparelcompany.com. You're going to head over there. You're going to find out all the merchandise that they sell. Fully customized shirts for your team, hoodies, hats. They got racing gloves. Just a bunch of good, solid stuff from iconapparelcompany.com. And we have that Super Nerd promo code. 25% off your order. So head over there. And Dustin, we're about to go back to green flag here on lap 10.
Yeah, back to green flag. Again, it's going to be interesting to see if McGill has got the speed that he did on that initial start. Second and third place swapped. Brody Marinko fell back to third. Rob Sherwood moved up to second. It's going to put Sherwood on the outside now. Can he have a better start than what happened on the initial one? As we roam through the restart zone, green flag flies. We are back underway. And good clean start by that inside line, led by the 99 of McGill. He has lane choice. Marinko follows him through. Tyler Honeycutt now working through on that inside line. And Jeremy, this is what's tough on that outside. You see everybody that was on that outside line. Rob Sherwood, Stephen Hayes, they are falling back and have to wait for an opening to get in. And that is the toughest part of that entire thing. And okay, that's going to be confusing there. That is going to be confusing. So Kevin Martin, 69 on the pylon, 96 on the truck. My man, we got to get that fixed.
You know, it's
A little dyslexia. It's okay. I get it.
one job. A lot of dyslexia. Dyslexics untie. That's what they say. And here we go, side by side. And to turn number 1, 34.69. They get that cleared single file now and through the top 10. Off of turn 2, nice and clean there. Well, where did the 99 go? Back to where he was been all race long, 1.5 ahead. But looking at now the 21.89. Off of turn number 4, they remain side by side. Tons of room given, but the block by Michael Hayes in front is going to check up that inside.
Yeah, it's going to check that inside up pretty drastically. It's going to allow the 21 of Ricky Hudgens to now get by Mantle. Now he's on the outside of the 72, Jonathan Gaston, and now he's trying to make a pass, and looks like he potentially has the one of Mike Hayes cleared, and he does. What a move on that, and that was with Mike Hayes going down to block that inside run. It slowed that whole lane up there. So big time move. Hudgens says, all right, I'll take a 3 for 1. Let's make her happen, Captain.
3 for 1, absolutely knows the tail these guys are. 89, Bobby Mantle to the inside. He's going to try to make a pass effort here over the 72, Jonathan Gaston. And give each other tons of space. Very good. I like to see that. Into turn number 1. He's going to have the third entry, but chokes up. A little loose. Michael Hayes in the 1, slow into turn number 1. Still able to clear Jonathan off the 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Back up front, the 99 is just set sail. Adios, muchachos. Almost a half a straightaway lead right now over second place. And we got a battle heating up for second place between the 2 of Marinko and the 34 of Thorpe. Those guys are battling it out. These two have battled it out a number of races. They had an epic battle all race long at Martinsville, and they just seem to find each other on the track and just putting on a hell of a show as they are trying to duke it out right now for P2. And the thing is they can't hold up any longer. They got the 69 of Kevin Martin right behind him, and Stephen Hayes is right there too. So this 2-car battle for second, literally, Jeremy, has turned into, well, now a 4-truck, not car, but a 4-truck battle for second.
Car, truck, automobile,
Ooh.
and all the same here as they racing hard right now on the front straightaway, lap 18. These guys barrel off into turn number 1. There's a couple of groups that are just racing extremely hard right now, and I love to see this as we're 8 laps into this restart. This is where the tires should start to mellow out, but this pack, Dustin, is just still nose to tail, doing great. Lap 19 now. Holmesy back on the YouTube saying, it's only been 8 weeks. I'm able to raise my arm and almost to my chest, so I'm getting there. So appreciate that feedback, man. An awesome job.
Yeah, we wish you the best and speediest of recoveries, my guy. Miss seeing you out there on the track, but absolutely enjoy and love having you watch the broadcast and type in. So you heal up, get back to 100%, and enjoy the race in action that these boys are putting on. Because this, Jeremy, this is a heated battle for second right now. Right now being held by the 2 of Brody Marinko, but Michael Thorpe has been trying everything to get around him, at the same time trying to keep the 69 of Kevin Martin back behind him, and Martin at the same time trying to keep Stephen Hayes behind him. So these guys are not only trying to force offense, but they are playing defense on top of that.
Great battle here. 2 different lanes being used in this 4-truck pack right now for second, third, fourth, fifth. Lap 21 right now. The 34, Michael Thorpe Jr. to the inside of Brody Marinko. To his nose, to his fender. Back to being door-to-door at the line. 34, Thorpe currently has that spot, P2 at the line.
Yeah, this could be the best run that Thorpe has in the chance. But the tough thing is he has to choke up his corner exit, not to drift up into Brody, where Brody can let it drift out to that wall. But being on that inside, he gets a better entry going in. This is going to be an attrition of tires, and you see the trucks getting loose. That was the 34 of Thorpe getting loose. Brody Marinko is going to clear now. Kevin Martin going to come to the outside, Jeremy. It looks like that outside lane is prevailing. Oh, wall contact. Kevin Martin just does a little scrubby there. A little right rear quarter tank slap, but he's still going right now and did take that position as the 34 of Thorpe now falling back, and he is loose, Jeremy. Those tires are slippery.
Oh, no, he turns him. Thorpe turns Brody Marinko into turn number 1. Brody's going to respin it in front of the field, going to bring out the second caution, whether that's intentional or not. He got loose getting back on the throttle, cuts across the field. Thankfully, no one makes contact with him, and Brody and Michael Thorpe Jr. into it. Turn number 1.
That was Kevin Martin. That was Kevin Martin.
I'm sorry. I blamed the wrong person. Kevin Martin. We got to back it up a little bit here. Got to see Nerd TV Rewind might have us on the clicky click. And he's not there. The corner's not his. Look at that space. There's about a truck length almost. Dives off into the turn, and he just full
sent that into that corner there.
FSU style. I haven't said that in a broadcast in half a year. There you go. Full Send University.
Full Send University.
Right, Brody Marinko.
And that's the tough thing, because this track is unique, Jeremy. It is very unique when it comes to stuff like that because it's a mile in length. You don't see it as a short track, but this track can definitely build that short track mentality. And we all know that with that short track mentality, because it is tough to pass here, it also builds up impatience and that short track temper as well. And we know we had been covering that race for P2 for a while, been held by Brody Marinko, and there was a number of attempts. I mean, it had been going on for a solid 10 laps. Frustrations build up on that, and if a driver sees an opening, no matter how much it's open or how long it's going to be open, like Kevin Martin did, they're going to try to take that, and it wasn't open long enough on that.
Kevin Martin sent to the back. EOL penalty for causing that wreck there just a few laps ago. A couple things to notate before we go back to green flag. Remember, if Dustin, did you just play the graphic on the fuel strategy and the tire strategy here tonight? The keys to the race?
I did not.
Well, let's go ahead and review that because this is going to be important. Open sets, of course, 100% fuel. Right there, 4 sets of tires, 1 on the truck and 3 in the pits. No fast repairs. So that's your main keys right there. And I say that because this is Dover. This track chews up tires. And then we just did, we're on lap 27 now, and you're probably wondering, why did Austin, McGill, and the leaders did not pit this time around? Well, they have 3 sets of tires to use, and it was 200 laps, or only lap 27. And so they feel like if they would have felt like that this run's going to go a long green flag, they would have probably went down pit road. But now they've already seen 2 cautions under 30 laps. They're probably going to be a little conservative. A lot of these drivers are just going to hold on to what they got, even though it's going to drive like crap the next 5 laps. This is why they all elected to stay out this time around. But next set of pit stops, you might see most of the field come down.
Yeah. And I mean, logically, Jeremy, about every 50 laps, you can stretch those out and have equal runs on it. But we all know pit strategy is going to play a pivotal factor in tonight's race. Some drivers are going to try to save that set of tires in there. We have seen race winners this season in the Global Racing League Truck Series win it on a late tire change to give them more grip and rubber to get that victory. Dustin Franklin was one of the drivers that did that earlier in the season. So, again, pit strategy will play a factor.
It sure will. Pace truck down, throttles at the ready. Green flag. Look at the tire spin all over the place. I said
the
they're
34
like
Thor.
crap.
Ooh, big tire spin.
Austin McGill almost wrecked. Bobby Mantle, Thorpe. Yeah, he's just crazy on the inside lane. Coming off that corner exit, that high bank bump in the middle of the corner exit. It just upset everybody, but here we go. 99 under attack by the 13. Austin McGill actually was slowing down, even though second and third place were side by side before that caution. Austin McGill was slowing down and being caught by everybody else. So I'm just curious to know how this set of run will work for the 99.
Yeah, and again, it is a tire game right now. I mean, fuel, not so much. It's a tire game nonetheless. Who can be consistent, fast. As you see the 13 of Stephen Hayes scuff the wall a little bit. And who can conserve the tires there? We know some drivers are better on the short run, some better on the mid, some are better on the long run. Bobby Mantle is one of those that is probably one of the drivers that has excellent, tire conservation when it comes to that. He'll let the drivers go, knowing that if it's a long green flag run, he's going to be able to track them back in. Jeremy, for me, and I know it is for you, that's probably one of the hardest things for me is to purposely let drivers go by and get further out ahead of me, because that racer mentality takes over and says, "Nah, I gotta keep up with them. I gotta keep up with them," and that is an internal struggle with a lot of drivers at times.
Yeah, you truly have to look at Dover in a different scope compared to the regular season. So, if when you go into Daytona and Talladega, it's a different race mindset, right? Because you're super speed racing. It took me forever, but I go into Dover now with a complete different mindset as well. I go, oh, there's one truck hard in the wall in the back, turn 2, exit. But you have to go, you know what? I'm fast on the long run. I cannot stay up front. I need to let 3, 4, 5 trucks pass, no problem. But I will get them back 20 or 30 laps later. And that's how I do it, and it seems to work very well. But, yeah, like you said, it's very tough for some drivers to do that because that's not what we do in racing world.
No, we hammer down, man. We go for that checkers or wreckers. I'm not lifting until I see checkers or God type mentality. But there's more technicality to it in oval racing like this that a lot of people don't understand. I mean, there's a lot of give and take. There's a lot of play, a lot of calculation, a lot of strategy, more than just going fast, turning left, going fast, turning left. So this is one of those tracks that will test that mentality on how well you can conserve and preserve your long run, especially if these runs do have long green flag runs. That's what's going to separate those longevity drivers, from the short run ones that are hoping for a caution to come in and swap out tires and maintain that faster pace. So it is a big give and take.
I just reacted to Austin Miguel's tank slapping the wall hard off corner exit turn 4. Your race leader under pressure by Stephen Hayes in the 13. And he hit that wall a ton last lap. Let's see how turn 4 works for him this time around. Maybe it's not affecting his truck as much as I thought it was going to, but clean off that corner exit. But could be in trouble here at 13. Stephen Hayes might see our first lead change of the night. 99 slips up. 13 is there. He looks to the inside. Gets there. Does he make the pass?
Yeah, that's what we're looking right now. Is it's a side-by-side battle. 99 is going to have that outside lane run. It's going to allow him to lurch back forward. But, Jeremy, we have seen a number of drivers already hit that turn 2 and turn 4 wall. Remember, most of these drivers have not come down to the service of their virtual pit crew to change out those virtual Goodyears at all. They are still running on the same ones, and it is showing right now on the track, especially on corner exit.
It absolutely is there. Steven's going to back it down for a lap, regather up his truck, and then send it to Austin one more. Oh, he tags the apron that time. Not going to do it. He's going to check up big time. He's going to lose a truck length or 2. As you see everybody else behind him, Michael Thorpe, Ricky Hudgens, EJ Luna, your top 5. They're closing in. They're all within 2 seconds.
Yeah, and then the 89 of Bobby Mantle coming up as well. He's closing in just outside that top 5. 89 has not broke into the top 5 yet tonight. 40 laps into the 200-lap distance event tonight, and he is looking to break into the top 5 for the first time tonight. Now battling with EJ Luna, passes him clean on corner entry. So mark Bobby Mantle into the top 5 for the first time. But Jeremy, this entire top 6 has really checked out from the rest of this group. Look at this pack, led by the winner from 2 weeks ago, the 45 of Tyler Honeycutt, is now leading this pack here. And this is a gaggle of trucks right here, Jeremy.
Yep, it's a very fun set of truck racing going on right now. Tyler Honeycutt leading this pack here, 93. Rob Schroeder right behind. Look at that purple and white scheme. You would not recognize who that is unless you do the number. Stephen Knight, completely different looking truck, going from the dark theme to the light theme with a like a unicorn-ish style, like purpley blue spec map truck. That looks
I
beautiful.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's so nice looking.
Oh yeah, that spec mapping on there. So I mean, you see it
It's
change
blue
from
and
purple to
pink.
blue to pink. That is a beautiful paint job. Like you said, very out of sorts and out of character for the 79. We were so used to seeing the 79 in darker colors, but elected to go to that more of that color chrome, Jeremy, like you set up Nerd Esports for the OP All-Star race. And I love the way that the lighting effect with the iRacing updates has really amplified the effects on these cars. When done right, and this one definitely was, much like yours, they are a work of art.
I am dubbing that the Chrome Glow Collection. It's what I've named our paint scheme. So it's maybe we'll get them updated on the Nerd website, but you know, nerditudes.gg. You can head over there. You can check out the Nerd Wraps department, and you can see some of the latest and greatest from our shop. And we'll have those updated here soon, so you can take a look at the Chrome Glow collection, see what I'm talking about here. And I got more to come. I got a ref at iRacing iFlag. I think that'd be sweet. So, there's more to come.
Oh, absolutely. So I have to give props and shout outs to your flying end scheme. I know Scott Martin from Icon Apparel Company was slap ass happy to get that one, being a big Mark Martin fan. So it's good stuff. I tell you what, man, there are some talented people out there that can paint, and I will give them all the props in the world that the ability that they can do. And I will give the props to all the drivers down here tonight, Jeremy. We've got some excellent racing action. EJ Luna now battling the 21 of Ricky Hudgens side by side as they work their way off turn 2 down the backstretch. This is a good battle. This is going to put EJ Luna back in the top 5 as he currently holds it by a nose. Clears them, slide job up. Ricky Hudgens with the crossover there, but not enough run. Got a little too loose and cut too much speed. So put EJ Luna in 5th place. Ricky Hudgens falls back to 6th.
Ricky Hudgens, 24th in points, only 1 top 5, only 2 top 10s this season, and he's looking at a 2nd top 5 notch to that column here tonight at Dover Motor Speedway. 50 laps in the books. We're going to go picture in picture. We will be right back.
Hey, can you do me a favor? I'm really hungry, but I'm trapped in here, and I dropped my last piece of boozy jerky on the floor. I can't reach it. Would you mind grabbing me a bag of the most tender, flavorful booze-infused jerky on the planet? I promise I'll pay you back. I mean, I'd eat my piece, but I can't reach it. Oh, actually, I got it. Oh, it's so good. It's so tender, so flavorful. You should really pick yourself up a bag. But if you do, you can't eat it in here. Now, this is my spot. I own this spot. Boozy Jerky, the original booze-infused beef jerky with a pair. Now available.
And that was full picture-in-picture commercial break. We're going back to this guy. The only leader so far in the first 55 laps of the Dover Motor Speedway at the Global Racing League Truck Series. Austin Miguel. He was under pressure from the 13. Stephen Hayes actually took a stab at making the pass in turn 3 and 4 about 10-15 laps ago. Failed to do so. And then after that, it's just been back to where it was in the very beginning. Everyone just dropping like a rock. And 99 is out there on his own zip code. So, Austin figuring out the long run here at Dover.
Yeah, and then you're wondering what happened to everybody else. Stephen Hayes falling all the way back now. Big gap, but he's been under a lot of pressure right now from the 34 from Michael Thorpe Jr. As Michael Thorpe has tried a number of times to make that pass, has had the nose ahead of Stephen Hayes a number of times, but Stephen Hayes able to hold off all attempts at Thorpe trying to take that position. So those two battling it out. That's Hayes in second, Thorpe in third. Bobby Mantle has closed in on these two. Got loose coming off the corner about a lap and a half ago, as you see a little wobble there as I talk about it again. But Jeremy, we had talked about it. Pit stops are looming on this one. We didn't get a chance to figure out fuel mileage or anything else. We are guesstimating probably around 65 is when these guys will start looking at pit road. So anytime around there, I would expect that. And Jeremy, I'd have to say there'd be some happy drivers on that to come down as we got that battle for P2 again. Actually, it's a 3-truck battle now, as that closed Bobby Mantle in as well.
Trying to figure out what truck that was that just tank slapped the wall for turn 4. Heavy impact, but they remain going forward, so no harm, no foul, I suppose. But yeah, looking at 13, Stephen Hayes. He's got Thorpe Jr. to the inside, all but cleared, and he gets him into turn number 1, no problem. Well, hold on, Stephen's going to try one more attempt at the diamond. And does not make it stick. Just too much speed into turn number 1 now. Mantle on the pressure into turn 3. He's going to look to the inside. No, he's going to wash up the track into the second lane with Steven. Turn 4, they both take the middle lane approach on the exit. And, one truck loose in the back there. Goes all the way to the apron almost. This is going to be tough. That's the 45 Honeycutt. That was the truck who actually stopped the wall a couple laps ago up turn 4.
Yeah, the handling of that truck has gone away, Jeremy. Tires are just toast on that. As you've seen, he was wobbling back and forth a little bit as well. You see the damage to the rear of that truck. He's coming down pit road. So this is the start of the green flag pit stop. Don't know if this was scheduled on the lap he was looking for, but Tyler Honeycutt has had enough of those tires, or vice versa. The tires have had enough of Tyler Honeycutt. We have a caution out on the track.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Well, Dustin with the quickest fingers in the business. Getting the replays right over to you. I'm surprised. I didn't even know what happened before he got over there. And here we are, 18 on the screen. We're going to see what happened here.
No, Stephen Knight just gets by. He got loose going in. Just that the weight jacking going in. Oh, man. Raymond just barely gets by as well. Hudgens by. Justin LeBlanc, close call number 2. Man, stop testing your luck, my guy. It's going to run out.
And this wreck basically happened off of turn 4, too. I don't know how far back I can go on that, but he actually got loose. Caden Bullard got loose. It slapped number 1, Michael Hayes.
This man, I don't know how far back we can go. I don't really, this guy.
Look at this. Sometimes I just have questions, and I don't know why I ask them.
So, yeah, this is what you were talking about. He gets loose, doesn't touch the wall, but comes down into the one of Michael Hayes, makes contact. That sends Michael Hayes down. And then as they try to reset back up for the corner, you can see he off the throttle, trying to get on the brake, and you just see that tail start to slide. And once it goes with these slick tires that they have lived their life, it tries to lock it down, doesn't do a loop, but has to come to a stop because he's getting split every which way from Sunday.
And that'll bring up that caution, and I think the winner out of this might be Tyler Honeycutt. See how it cycles out here. I would think that since he came down pit road when the caution was out, Well, he's actually scored one lap down, so no, this is gonna
Yeah, that one
not
that hurt him. He was probably the
hurt him.
biggest loser out of
Yeah.
that one. Not saying Tyler Honeycutt's a loser because he's not by any means, but if he
Yeah, I guess-
gambled, if he gambled like he just went all in and he went all in on a pair of deuces and the dealer was holding a pair of aces, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's just too short of a track. You make that green flag pit stop, you are going a lap down. So you did get caught by that. So that's actually going to hurt, not help the 45 on YouTube. It's not lame saying let's go Mantle. So that's the second cheerleader for Bobby out here tonight. Lunar Eclipse again saying go Caden. And then Gold Track, just one word, damage. Yes, Dover equals damage. That is 1 + 1 = 2 math here at Dover Motor Speedway.
We got to figure out who Gold Track is. We got to figure out who it is because their initial comment about qualifying effort tells me it's a driver. we got to figure out who that is. Because if it's a driver, Jeremy, we have an official, unofficial in-race reporter that we didn't even know about.
I don't know. There's a lot of drivers with damage. So we could try to guess, but that wouldn't work. And we're side by side. We're going to go back to green flag, lap 67. Austin McGill, Michael Thorpe Jr., Bobby Mantle, EJ Luna, and Rob Sherwood is your top 5. We're going to wait for the pace truck to dip down. Throttles will quickly be at the ready because it is a short moment between this moment here and the green flag inside the restart zone here. 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Here we go. Lap 67 is underway. Everyone's got fresh tires. No tire spin to be found here. And this is where it's going to get competitive inside this top 10.
Yeah, it really is because everybody's bunched back up. McGill jumped out, obviously controlling the start. Easy for him to do that. Oh, Mike Hayes around in the back.
Oh,
we got
wreck.
big time wreck in the back right now. Everybody trying to check up. Stephen Knight involved. You're going to have Danny White involved. Man, big time implications there.
Man,
And the 19, Jacob Grant involved as well. Man.
There, Michael Hayes, your fastest truck in practice, collides slightly with the number 20, Joshua Raymond, off a turn 2, right in front of this man right here. There's the contact, slides in front, and then he got the window. He's going to get open. Oh, but he gets just jacked up by Justin LeBlanc in the 85. Danny White in the 64. He gets lifted up on 2 wheels on the infield before he slaps the inside wall. Oh, one other truck. Some good wreck avoidance. And you see Honeycutt there in the smoke. He is on the brakes heavy. And as long as he didn't make contact, that's going to give Tyler Honeycutt that Lucky Dog Award by missing this wreck.
Absolutely. Right there's the contact. You see the one of Mike Hayes gets loose. And then you're going to see chaos ensues all the way around. You see Danny White had nowhere to go on that one. Neither did Jacob Grant. He had it locked up as well. And Stephen Knight had it missed, but it just happened so fast. And everybody was so close just coming off of that restart that Justin LeBlanc he couldn't check up in enough time. Just could not check up in enough time.
Did a fantastic job there. A lot of the guys did to avoid that one. 45, Honeycutt. Go get yourself your lap back. He's the Lucky Dog Award winner here, presented by Icon Apparel Company.com. So he's going to be on the lead lap, which will put 20 drivers on the same lap when we take the green flag in just a couple more laps from now.
Yeah, that caution saved Tyler Honeycutt because remember, he was the biggest loser on that gamble coming down to get stuff fixed and get new tires, and the caution came out, and he's able to get a lap back, so that saved him on that one.
Do a quick shout out to one of our partners here that does not have a rotating commercial break. I'm going to go Victory Fuel, the official hydration partner for the Nerditudes. Great drink, small can is hydration water flavored with 3 awesome flavors: Throttle Punch, Lucky Lemon, Purple Potion. And I'm going to give you all the vitamins you need in your day-to-day life to keep you energized without the caffeine, without the artificial coloring, without all the nonsense. There's vitamins, great flavor, good energy, for the whole family, and that's drinkvictory.com. Promotion code SUPERNERD. Going to give you 10% off your purchase.
Absolutely love that stuff. Probably one of the best
So good.
well, I can't even talk. Hydration beverages. I'll get it out, Jeremy. I will get
With a
it
W.
out. With a W. That you can have out there for sure. But man, gonna have to see exactly what's going on right now. We got a number of drivers are still trying to get everything kind of lined up right now, Jeremy. Again, we're bunched up. Another restart. Are we going to be able to get through this restart and get a couple laps in our belt? Because remember, I don't even think they had enough laps on these tires to even wear the stickers off of them, Jeremy. So still got a lot of racing to go. Pace truck pulls off. Austin McGill leading this pack. Michael Thorpe Jr. to the outside. I would expect the 99 controlling this restart to get a good jump. Can the 34 get a better launch? And he does not, and that's going to put him and the 89 of Bobby Mantle side by side once again. Very reminiscent and almost picturesque of the last restart. But Thorpe fighting back on that outside. So there's your battle for second, Jeremy, and we've got a gaggle of them all lined up behind.
We can exit off of turn 2 this time around. Thorpe barely clears Mantle. Single file top 3. Here you go. They have a little gap over 4th, 5th, and everybody else on back as they all quickly file, single file into turn number 1. Austin's going to have a little bit of a challenge from Michael Thorpe here in these opening few laps. And Dustin, there's a paid actor in our YouTube chat saying that Stephen L. going, go Logston. What's up with that?
Paid actor. Not on Nerditude's budget. I don't know if you paid him, Jeremy, but you know what? I don't know where I'm going, but I love the enthusiasm, Steven, and I will take it all day long.
There you go. Stephen L. Icon number 36 on the YouTube side. And little Jonathan Gaston action, right? No, Joshua Raymond, I'm sorry. I keep getting them mixed up. I don't know why, but they go back single file here momentarily. So does a lot of others in the front stretch headed off in turn number 1. LeBlanc to the inside now of the 26. Callum Bailey. Oh, he slaps the wall, Callum does. Heavy impact.
Yeah, and they got to be careful with that. I mean, these trucks are tough, Jeremy. They can take a pounding quite a bit, but you got to be careful not to... you got to be careful not to break internal components. It is real easy for that to happen, Jeremy. You can knock the toe out on this, and it's going to make a driver's race 10 times harder when that toe is knocked out and you lose your center mark on that, or you have to turn that wheel even more just to get it to corner through. Not to mention, you're going to lose speed in the corners when you have your internal components like that busted up. So they got to be careful. But this race right here, Jeremy, and it's always right around that top 10. That's all. It's one of the hot spots right now. Joshua Raymond holding 9th right now. 10th place is heavy right now in a battle, and that's going to be Jacob Grant and Matthew Escalara now side by side battling for P10.
Excellent racing right here into turn number 1. It's just a great bunch of trucks settling out right around 10th place. Would not expect anything different. 10th place is always the hot spot. 9 times out of 10. And Stephen Luttrell just going, Luttrell might ring a bell. Well, minus the rhyme drop, dropping bars in the chat. But yes, I thought it was you. I just didn't want to assume. Typically, when I do assume and I say the name, it's wrong. So one of the times I don't say it, it's right. So, that's just how the games play in my favor. We have a battle for second place, actually. We're looking at this group of trucks. But, contact. As soon as he switch over. Bobby Mantle, Michael Thorpe, having at each other in turn 1.
Yeah, this is exactly how the restart went, going back and forth, where Thorpe was eventually able to overcome the advances of the 89 of Mantle. But right now, Mantle having that preferred line on there, smooth through, will get him cleared. There he slides up. There's the light crossover right there going in the corner, but it was too little, too late. Did not have the room. And Bobby Mantle going to move up to P2 now. But this battle's not done, Jeremy. These guys are going to duke it out until somebody's tires give out.
Yeah, it looked like Michael wanted to make the shot into turn 3, just didn't have the speed or the grip to complete that entrance into 3. Gives it back to Bobby Mantle in the 89. And now they're going to be single file, 1 truck separation and gap. Down the back straightaway, lap 81. A scheduled 200 laps here for the Dover Motor Speedway at Global Racing League Truck Series. As we're gonna go turn up the tude on this one. I think we're gonna listen to these trucks drive around Dover real quick. We'll be right back. That was Turn Up the Tude. We don't get to play that too often. There you are. Got a good chunk of time there around Dover Motor Speedway, lap 89 of Schedule 200. We're close to the halfway mark here in race number 10 of the Global Racing League Truck Series race. We got a little bit of sunlight creeping through here in turn 3 and 4. A little more shade in 1 and 2. Oh, Thorpe, I think, slapped the wall kind of hard there. As Mantle, look at him. First time we're going to see 89. Put some pressure on the race leader, Austin McGill.
Yeah, he's slowly been working his way up the field. Bobby Mantle did not have the qualifying effort that we typically see out of the 89 camp. I mean, he is up 21 positions right now, Jeremy. He started P23, up 21 positions right now, and trying to track down the 99 Austin McGill. So he is your biggest mover of the race. Your other big movers of the race, EJ Luna, up 14 spots from his starting spot, currently residing in P4. The other one up 14 spots, Jacob Grant. He's up 14, currently resides in P10, was involved in that one incident, had a little bit of damage, but his virtual crew able to get that knocked out. And Michael Thorpe Jr. up 13 spots from his starting spot, currently residing in P3. And then the other double-digit mover, Callum Bailey, up 10 spots from his starting spot, did not have that qualifying effort. Remember, late qualifier, started 25th, currently residing in 15th. So those are your big movers of the race.
There you go. Big movers so far in the first half of this 200-lap event. Caution! For the 4th time this evening on lap 93, we're going to find it in the front stretch, Caden Bullard in the 18, one of the trucks involved, and the 73 as well, Jeff Weimer. Jeff going to slide up on exit and ejecto Cedo Caden. And they're both going to wash to the infield, right to the inside wall. Heavy contact with the 18, slight contact to Jeff Weimer. 2 trucks involved on lap 96. Or 90, yeah, 96.
Yeah, and that was a tough one on that one. With that slide up, we're going to sit here and watch it again. You see it off corner exit, just slip up there, slide up, and it looked like there was some air pocket space in between those 2 trucks, so that's going to play a factor too. Otherwise, there would have been just a little bit more room, Jeremy, but there was... that's what's tough coming out of these corners is the drivers trying not to slide up into the other trucks. It's not... not on purpose. It's the way this track is configured. It's the speed that you carry through the corners. And these trucks just naturally want to drift up towards that wall. That's why they have a hard time keeping it out of the turn 2 and turn 4 wall. And when they're side by side, it is so tough for that driver to keep that truck locked down to that inside lane and not drift up to the truck on the outside.
Yeah, this corner's already tough enough when you're by yourself, and now you have to deal with the aerodynamic push.
Oh, and aero tight is a real thing. It is a real thing.
Yeah, it truly is. Dover, it's a mile track, but the banking, it resembles Bristol, which is fast. Right? You're still doing 100 plus, 160, I think, at the end of the straightaways. It's a really fast mile track here, and things happen in a hurry. And you've seen it 4 times now. These wrecks don't gradually happen, except for the one with Caden a little bit ago. But we're going to go a couple more laps here. We're going to shout out another one of our partners that have no rotating commercial break. This time, we're gonna give it to Dusty Pete's Gifts and Collectibles. DustyPete's.com, hobby shop, based out of New York. 1,000+ comic books. They have action figures, collectible trading cards of all kinds, NASCAR diecast, and just everything basically nerdy you can think of. They got a little shop in New York that will sell stuff online too. And if you use Super Nerd at checkout, 15% off your order of $20 or more. That's exclusive with that Super Nerd checkout code. DustyPete's.com. Dustin, we got 1 lap left. We're going back to green on lap 97.
Yeah, just a few short laps away from the halfway point, Jeremy, and our top 10 has been shaken up. The 89 Bobby Mantle did come down pit road, now outside of the top 10. McGill still leading the way. Thorpe still up there. But we got a couple new drivers up in the top 5 and top 10. So Rob Sherwood back in the top 5. Ricky Hudgens back in the top 5. LeBlanc makes the top 5 for the first time tonight. Jacob Grant, good rebound right now as he's up there inside the top 5, top 10. Joshua Raymond there. Matthew Escalara, Kevin Martin, and Callum Bailey is now your top 10. So a lot of shaking, a lot of moving, but now we got a mix of drivers on old tires and a mix of drivers on new tires.
We do. And this is what happens when you have a limited set of tires and a decent amount of cautions at Dover. Things get jumbled up here, and the green flag is out. Austin better be thankful that caution came out the time it did, because Mantle was putting the pressure. But now Bobby has to go from 14th back up to 2nd, where he was before the yellow flag flew, about 5 laps prior. 99 out to a 5 to 10 truck length advantage now over 2nd place. Side by side right here, Justin LeBlanc looking under Ricky Hudgens, does not make it happen. Contact there from the 20 into the outside wall. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, Jacob Grant going backwards, and again, we're going to see some of these drivers with fresh tires, but they got to, like you said, work their way through this mess of trucks right now. And these trucks, you can tell, you see the rear end, you see that right rear kicking out on corner exit on a lot of these trucks. These trucks are loose coming off of these corners that they have to work their way through. So it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a lot as, the 45 Tyler Honeycutt drifts up the track a little bit. The 43 of Escalara has to take evasive maneuvers and drift a little higher on that one there. But as it sits, still the same story out front. You see the 99 taken out to a big lead, but we got a battle for 2nd right now as you see a big checkup further back. So action all over the track right now, Jeremy.
Action continuing, yeah, to go through this entire field here for the most part. And lo and behold, here's the 45. Kyle Honeycutt in 10th place is where this battle is taking place. Look at Mantle, he's making passes. He's already up into P10, already up 4 spots from the restart with those fresh Goodyear tires. Now he's looking underneath number 20 of Joshua Raymond. Makes the pass happen real smooth like off of turn 2. A little side-by-side action. Honeycutt, LeBlanc now in turn 3.
Yeah, LeBlanc on the outside, Honeycutt on the inside, and you got Bobby Mantle back there. We know Mantle has got fresh tires. He gets that good grip on corner exit, and that's where he's making these passes here as he's moving further forward now. Mantle up to P6, trying to crack that top 5 again as he's working forward. But Jeremy, I see a lot of uneasy trucks back here, a lot of looseness, a lot of drifting. Some trucks having trouble sticking and making it stick on that low line. You see Hudgens loose off of turn 4 there. So a lot of these drivers right now struggling with those tires. But if they haven't pitted, Jeremy, I mean, we're working 40 laps since they came down pit road to get their last set of tires that they've had. So I mean, these tires have had 40 laps of green flag racing on them for the most part. They're cooked. They're it's tough. And you have drivers now that are fresh tires and battling hard, and it's making them use their tires up even more. Hudgens, Raymond, super close through the corner there as they're duking it out.
And somehow the 69 snuck through and has passed Austin McGill, the race leader, no longer, as he got eaten up by Kevin Martin as he takes the lead for the first time this season. Austin McGill dropping like a rock here. We're looking at the Nerd TV replay here. It looks like a little wall slap from the 99. McGill is going to allow the 69 to slingshot forward and set sail. Already almost a full second lead over second place now. Bobby Mantle, look at this guy. Oh, we got 13, Steven in the wall. That's wonder what happened here. Some chaos happening here. Your race leader drops out. The 13, Stephen Hayes. He's going to be slow on the track. He's been in the top 5 all night long. And, well, this track happened on the front straightaway in a self-spin.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Coming off of turn 4 there. Diamonds it down, gets loose off of 4, hits the inside wall. And unfortunately, because it's on the front stretch, he has to nurse it around on that apron all the way around, which is why we saw him slow and way off the pace on that backstretch.
And I loaded up on the Facebook side of things here as we're looking through that. And Josh McCoy, Mr. McCoy here on the Facebook saying, "Go Grim Reaper, whoop his ass, Bobby." Well,
he doing that. He doing that.
He went from 14th to 1st in a matter of 15 laps, and now he is your new race leader. Second lead change of the night, 3rd leader overall. And the 89 is not looking back. Those fresh Goodyears, he is a rocket ship right now.
Yeah, he really is. Tyler Honeycutt trying to follow suit as he is closed in on the 69 on the tower, 96 on the truck of Kevin Martin, who briefly had the race lead, taking that away from the 99 of Austin McGill. And he's trying to get his way around, but Bobby Mantle, fresh tires, had his pit stop almost right at that halfway point of the race, still has one more set of tires behind the wall. I would expect him to take that around lap 50 or after to set him up for the rest of the race. But Jeremy, here's the thing. If this thing stays green the rest of the way, he pitted under that caution. If it stays green, and a lot of those drivers that did not pit to change their tires, like Austin McGill, that's why he's fallen back to 6th place, they have to come in under green flag conditions. This guy here is going to stay out and continue to stay out. And they could find themselves in the same situation that Tyler Honeycutt did when he had to come down pit road and then the caution came out. You know, they're going to get trapped a lap down. That's something that they have to keep in mind as well. So everything, you know, the future of a lot of these drivers plays on what happens on the track right now, whether it stays green, whether they go to green flag pit stops and it stays green after, or whether they get a caution afterwards. Only time's going to tell.
Only time We'll tell absolutely here. Mantle taking the weird line. He's got the fresh tires compared to everybody else. I don't know if I agree with that wide swoop
Well, it
up
looked like he
into
got a
turn
little
1 and
loose in
2.
there, almost like he timed the entry wrong.
Maybe I hope so, because that's going to destroy your tires if you make that your official race line here. Tyler Honeycutt, guy with tires. Remember that guy who was a lap down? Look at him. P2. Cracking. He is faster than Bobby Mantle currently. He was 0.8 last time. He's 0.7 this time. So the 89.45, these two might meet up here momentarily.
Yeah, and we always go back to that stat that these guys have had going since the start of the season. This is race 10. They've had 9 different winners. Currently, right now, your first and second place driver are previous race winners. Oh, we have contact back there.
No.
That's going to be Kevin Martin going around on that one. Yeah, third place. What happened there?
Well, a little, physics don't allow 2 trucks to occupy the same space at the same time. Well, EJ Luna's going to stick the nose there. Kevin Martin says, well, I'm going to pretend you're not there. And contact in the middle of turn 1 and 2 is going to send the 69 Kevin Martin to the outside wall.
Yeah, that was a tight race that happened there as well, Jeremy. But, I mean, going back and looking, I mean, there was space there. I mean, otherwise the nose of the 24, would not have been able to get there. But it did not look like... Yeah, he was right on that line. Like, he did not come off of that transition from concrete to pavement there. There just wasn't room for error, and just a little bit of movement is all it takes.
Absolutely all it takes there to send the next caution out here. As these trucks are coming down pit road, getting refreshed. We're going to go picture-in-picture real quick. We'll be right back for the drop of the green flag.
Hey, can you do me a favor? I'm really hungry, but I'm trapped in here, and I dropped my last piece of boozy jerky on the floor. I can't reach it. Would you mind grabbing me a bag of the most tender, flavorful booze-infused jerky on the planet? I promise I'll pay you back. I mean, I'd eat my piece, but I can't reach it. Oh, actually, I got it. Oh, it's so good. It's so tender, so flavorful. You should really pick yourself up a bag. But if you do, you can't eat it in here. Now, this is my spot. I own this spot. Boozy jerky. The original booze-infused beef jerky with a pair.
Back to full screen here, about to have a restart. Here on lap 119, top 4 did not pit. The first person to pit on this last sequence, the 99, Austin McGill, your fastest truck all night long. Watch how quick he's going to go through this top 4 and go back to the lead. Not a question of if, but a question of when. Pace truck down, green flags out. This thing is underway. The person involved in that last track, the 69, Mr. Kevin Martin, out of the session. So 5 DNFs so far here this evening. And here we go through 1, through 2. Look at Austin already passing Michael Thorpe. He's now going to pass EJ Luna. He's going to quickly go to third. We're going to go 3 wide for the race lead. Already, he's going to back it down. Smart call. That would have caused a wreck. But he is antsy. He wants that lead back.
Yep. Oh, we got a truck on the inside wall back there. Oh, man, big time
wrecking.
implication. They're still wrecking back there.
Jonathan Gaston, 76. David Holsey, 2 trucks for sure.
Oh, Holsey.
Maybe a third.
Oh, Holsey's nice done.
Yeah, it's going to be your 6th DNF this evening as we're looking at Callum Bailey, the start of this thing with the overcorrection, Dustin.
Overcorrection. And, oh, who was that just got by?
That would have been the 46. 46.
Yeah, 46. Brad Miner just missed that one. But, yeah, overcorrection by the 26 on that one. Got loose, counter-steered it. The tires gripped, cut back up, bounced off the wall, collected the 76 of David Holsey, 72, Jonathan Gaston. And we already talked about the 76, smoking heavy, a lot of damage on that one there. So his night, Jeremy, I would, it's a safe bet his night is probably done on that Union 76 machine.
Yeah, you're done. You're completely done. And Casey on YouTube saying, do it for Dale. We always do it for Dale. That's it. And Michael Thorpe on the checks. What's up, Mike? Saying 34 Money Mike. Let's get him tonight, Junior. And, well, he's doing a very good job. He's been inside the top 5, I think, literally all night long. Michael Thorpe Jr. doing a hell of a job so far in that 34 truck, getting it done. Don't know if he's win-worthy, but at moments he's been top 2, top 3. Very good job.
Yeah, very good job. Right now, though, Tyler Honeycutt still holding on to that first position. After that restart, Bobby Mantle restarted first, but Honeycutt was able to get by him in that near 3-wide battle between Honeycutt, Mantle, and McGill. Right now, Mantle slotted P2 and Austin McGill P3. But, Jeremy, it's not going to take long. That 99 has the fresh tires. Those top 4, that was the toughest thing with that caution coming out because everyone behind them from 5th place on back came down and got their second set of simulated Goodyear tires. So they are set to full send it right now while these other drivers are just trying to maintain and hang on until they can get their final set on, Jeremy. And that's the tough thing because we've seen the speed the 99 was carrying. He was going to that 2nd and 3rd lane and was able to maintain and go faster than the other drivers. So it's only a matter of time. Like you said, it's not if. It's when that 99 gets back up to the front with those fresh tires.
Give him 2 laps. He'll be there as long as we stay green. As we're going to restart this race on lap 124, which is 2 laps shy of being 75 laps to go. So that only means that if they go green flag the rest of the way, in theory, they have 1 green flag stop to be had, and then that's it. So if you have an extra set of tires and you have a long green flag run here, you better be using them on that final pit stop. Who saved them, who didn't? We don't have that number. They do. They're going to figure it out here for us. And top 5 is 45, Tyler Honeycutt, Bobby Mantle, Austin McGill, EJ Luna, Michael Thorpe. Most of your contenders up front all day are up here up front on this restarts. We're going to see here how fast McGill can get around Tyler Honeycutt and Bobby Mantle. And here we go. Truck down, restart zone. Green. Let's go. Restart. Lap 124.
Yeah, Tyler Honeycutt out to a good launch. Again, being able to control that. Bobby Mantle able to slot it down in between Honeycutt and McGill. McGill going to stick it on that low line. Having the fresher tires can easily do that. Going to challenge the 89 of Bobby Mantle. Into next corner there. McGill up to P2. Only 1 truck separates him from where he's been running most of this race. And, big time block there. Bobby Mantle, big time block on the 34 of Michael Thorpe Jr. as they were battling and almost banging going down that front stretch there. That was hairy. And it cost the 34 of Michael Thorpe a position on top of that.
Making JJ McCoy happy on the chats, and also gonna be upsetting Michael Thorpe and Michael Thorpe Jr. So I'm glad they're on different platforms of ours to be watching this race. They might be having some words. But here we go, back straightaway, single file. Austin McGill is your race leader and setting off into the sunset here. As we're now 4:05 p.m. server time. Yes, he looks like the cloud coverage is kind of back, covering up most of the track for the most part. Here's Michael Thorpe looking at Bobby Mantle, side by side, keeping it clean even after that hellacious block we saw. And this is good news for Tyler Honeycutt. He's going to pull away a little bit.
Absolutely. Is this pass here now completed? Michael Thorpe Jr. now up one position, back in the Nerd TV podium, as he's trying to now hold off the advances of Bobby Mantle and trying to pass the 45 of Tyler Honeycutt. Austin McGill already has taken that lead, is gone. So he's checked out, Jeremy. Fresh tires. We know that McGill is solid on the short to mid runs, and this is setting up for a picturesque, perfect setup with the way the cautions fell and the way that some of the strategies of the other drivers have fallen right into the lap of the 99 Austin McGill.
Broadcast high, 30 viewers live concurrently on YouTube. Appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in to this Global Racing League Truck Series race at Dover Motor Speedway, currently on lap 130 of scheduled 200, so 70 laps to go next time by. Side by side here, 19 Jacob Grant on the inside of the 24 EJ Luna. One of 11 trucks, Dustin. 11 trucks currently on this lead lap. They are all nose to tail right now, but only half of this field is on the lead lap.
Yeah, and that was through virtue of, accidents on the track, wrecks, damage, pit strategy. You can only get one lucky dog when a caution comes out. When you got multiple drivers that are a lap down, that gets tough. It looks like Justin LeBlanc was in the wall coming off of turn 4. If you guys are wanting to know who is leading that lucky dog candidate position right now, if a caution would come out and they would get no X's, that means no contact, no nothing. That is currently the 26 of Callum Bailey, is currently leading that lucky dog section right now over the 46 of Brad Miner, who is right behind him. So that battle is going to be heating up, Jeremy. So like most races in real life and in the simulated world, we're going to have two different races going on right now, because you never know when that caution's going to rear its ugly yellow face.
If it's going to happen, it's going to happen on EJ Luna right now. He's getting thrown back quite a few spots, but look at the just nose to tail still. Look at this field. Several laps after the restart, and these guys are acting like they just took the restart one lap ago. Just all draft, full throttle where they can, not relaxing these tires at all. Remember, we got one pit stop left, so if they shortcut the run, that's only like 40-ish laps, maybe even less. So I guess you can go ahead and send it. And speaking of send it, Michael Hayes on the YouTube chat just said, "Oh, hey guys, like we just started, no problem. Let's go Ghost," is what he says.
Michael Hayes did not have the best of Dover showings tonight. Obviously he is one of the drivers currently out of tonight's race, but you know what? Glad that you joined in, Mike. I'm definitely glad. We love having you guys join in and see the race in action on there. Good thing about simulated racing is there's always next week, man. There's always another race.
Yeah, you spend $0 repairing your truck, and you'll be right back into it next week with the fastest machine possible. As the movement here, Jocko Raymond in 6th place. A little loose off of turn 4, gets underneath the 45 Tyler Honeycutt, who Honeycutt's now going to start sliding back. He was top 2, top 3. Now he's going to fall outside the top 5. And I've got Ricky Hudgen, the 21. He's looking strong short run truck. Not so strong on a long run, but this restart timing is going to help the overall position of this 21.
Yeah, and these drivers are so close right now. You talked about the 45, Tyler Honeycutt falling back. Remember, he's on older tires than a lot of these other drivers. You see the yellow and green truck in the background there, Bobby Mantle. He has slipped back to 9th place. Same situation as Tyler Honeycutt with regards to tires. He's on older tires. They are just trying to maintain, just trying to hold on to see what's going on. Is that, are they going to come down pit road because of another caution? Or are they going to sit here and try to last it out and going to have to make a green flag pit stop? Nobody knows that, not even us up here in the booth, Jeremy. One thing we do know is that guy right there, he is just trying to drive away, but Michael Thorpe Jr. trying to track him in. As these laps are winding down, Jeremy, we are working on 61 laps to go before we crown our race winner at Dover Motor Speedway. Question is it going to be a previous race winner? Or are we going to see somebody new in victory lane?
Michael Thorpe was 1/10 faster last lap. 1/10 faster again. 0.653 is the gap, as he is, pun intended always on my end, he is trucking along here, catching Austin McGill. But look at the gap between second and third, Dustin. We go from 0.6 to 3.6. There's a 3-second gap between second place and third place, and that is most likely the difference between new tires and old tires. And if you don't think Dover has tire wear issues, well, this is it in clearest vision possible.
Yeah, those two dark specks going into the next corner, that is McGill and Thorpe Jr. We are riding on board with Jacob Grant, currently running P3, and that is the time difference. Out of your Nerd TV podium drivers right now, your two closest are McGill and Thorpe Jr. Right now, Grant trying to do everything that he can, but has no pressure from behind him at all. Matthew Escalara is the next driver running P4, trying to track down Jacob Grant, and then behind him is the 20 of Joshua Raymond, probably one of the strongest runs we've seen Joshua Raymond have, as he's been duking and battling it out with the 21 of Hudgens.
Yeah, strong battles here. A little bit more separation now than what there was 5 or 10 laps ago, but they're still relatively really close to one another here. On lap 144, schedule 200, we're getting close to the 50 laps to go mark in this race for race number 10 of the Global Racing League Truck Series schedule. And we're focusing on a couple guys just mid-pack. Here's the 85 Justin LeBlanc, P7 right now. Under pressure. Not really, because the guy behind him is not for position. But he's still looking at the 21 ahead of him. But with the faster lap down truck, you don't want him to pass at the same time, so he might run a little defensive. We'll see. He runs the outside lane. That's probably for a defense move. I don't know if that's the proper lane choice for Justin, but he gets a good launch off exit, but the better launch from the lap down truck 18.
Yeah, that's going to be the 18 of Caden Bullard, your Talladega race winner out of nowhere. Mr. Where Did He Come From? Gets that pass done, but that was probably the best way that he could do it right there. But like we said, I mean, right now LeBlanc not having any pressure, because even John Howard is a lap down truck as well, not on the same lead lap. So Justin LeBlanc safely has 7th place locked in right now. No pressure from behind on getting past. But, a lot of this is getting spread out, Jeremy. It's all going to come down to pit strategy. You see the 34 getting wicked loose coming out of the corner there, a little kick out. But it's all going to come down to pit strategy as it sits right now.
Yep, this will all be determined at the end of the day by who comes down first, who comes down last. Do they pit too early? Did they pit too late? Option is theirs. And as they get about another 10 laps or so, the window to splitting this in half is basically there for them to take. Because we're 2 laps away actually from that 50 laps to go mark. Looking at the 78, he's going to pass. I said it's the 18. Caden passing the 21 of Hudgens. Again, not for position. Just fresher set of tires, able to make some gains here where he can. And very casual part of the race, Dustin. We got it's been pretty busy up until this part, and there's just a lot of lackluster events going on late in the going.
Yeah, I think the only one is going to be this battle getting ready to heat up, and that's going to be for your 3rd place, currently held by Jacob Grant, but the 43 of Matthew Escalera is closing in on him right now, so that battle's heating up. Of course, we talked about Thorpe and McGill, but right now McGill has put some separation between himself and Thorpe. So the big battle that's looking to heat up as far as, actual physical location is looking to be this battle for P3.
Here's the 19, Mr. Grant. P3, 4.6 seconds back of your race leader right now. Oh, he actually made some contact to the 72. Trying to pass him. That's going to throw him to the outside wall. Jonathan Gaston, contact with your third place truck. He gave him the whole entire surface on the inside, and I guess Jacob wanted more. And so that was a little strange that it passed there, but no wreck to be had, I guess. So we're still green flag. We're really loose right behind him, and with the guy that we have not talked about, I think, since the countdown to green segment. Matthew Escalera have been very, very quiet on our end, and he's running P4 right now. So solid run lately going for the 43.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they're both laying it out. We have seen the 19 of Jacob Grant. We've seen him step it out a couple times on corner exit. We've seen Escalera step it out a couple times on corner exit. So they're not holding anything back at this point in time, Jeremy. And like I said, they are the two closest ones, as McGill has separated and gapped Thorpe by almost a second now. About 8.75 or 0.875, not 8.75. Good golly. 0.875 seconds was the separation before I forgot how to read numbers. So it is a very quiet portion of this race, which is, like I said, unheard of. And now, I mean, if we sit here and bring up the track map, Jeremy, this is why. I mean, you got trucks all over this track right now. Everybody's spread out. You've got 10, trucks, 11 trucks on the lead lap. Almost gonna drop down to 10. The rest of them are all off of that lead lap, fighting their own battles with everybody. I mean, there's a lot going on, but it's spread out over the entire track.
Yeah, no, it really is, and that's a good shot there of how this race has progressed late in the going. One green flag pit stop to be had, and this thing is going to be set to sail unless there's a caution somehow. With you have everyone spaced out like that, well, the chances are slimmer, but not out of the question here. Lap 157 currently of the 200. And Austin McGill currently leading the way. And one of the questions, Dustin, we had at the top of the hour was, are we going to have our 10th different winner in 10 different races? Well, guess who's leading this race and guess who does not have a win? Austin McGill. So, strong chance here. We're going 10 for 10, baby.
Yeah, very strong chance. I mean, just going based off of his race since the drop of the green flag. I mean, he has had a stout truck. There's been a lot of drivers that have had very good trucks, but for one reason or another, are not as close in contention for that win as Austin McGill currently is right now. So, I mean, some of the trucks that we've seen up there, 45 of Tyler Honeycutt, Bobby Mantle has been up there as well, both of them on a different pit strategy. So their tires right now much older than some of the drivers on there, to include the 99 of Austin McGill. We have seen the 34, Michael Thorpe, has been up in the top 5 all night, but has not been able to seal the deal on that lead up to this point yet. We've seen drivers that have been taken out of this race that have had a good chance. Brody Marinko was fast in the early going. Mike Hayes was fast in the early going. Kevin Martin was up leading laps in the early going. Those drivers are no longer in the race due to on-track incidents as well. So, I mean, we've had a lot of trucks that have had the speed, but none is dominant than the 99 this race. I mean, he's already locked in the most laps led. I mean, this guy, it's at this point his race to lose. And that's whether making a mistake on the track, making a mistake on pit road, or, a caution coming out at a not so good time for him that is going to cost him.
As Dustin was talking, I saw a broadcast record high for Nerdist. 46 concurrent viewers on the YouTube side, dropped down to 38.42, but 46, I saw that number flash. So, again, appreciate every single one of y'all for stepping up and joining us on this Sunday. Apparently Sunday is a great spot, great racing, great spot time frame wise, and we're looking great right now so far late in the going here. I see Dustin Franklin saying go EJ go. Michael Thorpe giving the strong arm to Michael Thorpe doing a great job tonight. Lunar Eclipse saying, "Come on, Cade, you got this. Get a comeback." Well, he's got some work to do if he wants to, get back into anywhere. He's 10 laps down, but if he can catch some cautions, maybe, you never know. And then Michael Thorpe says, "McGill, our buddy, but we got to get this win." So, Michael Thorpe, you got one job here. You got senior cheering you on. You better go get it.
Absolutely. And as you were catching up on the chatter, and again, like Jeremy said, much love and respect to you guys. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. This battle for third place is heated up, Jeremy. It is now gained +1 in the truck count for this battle. It was between the 19 of Grant, the 43 of Escalera. Now add in the 20 of Joshua Raymond has put his name into it. He has tracked down Escalera right now, trying to pass him for 4th place. So this battle right here, Jeremy, is probably one of the closest and most heated battles right now to where these positions can flip-flop at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, this is all inside the top 5. Closest battle on the track right now. Pit stops. Here we go. Ricky Hudgens down pit road with the 45. Tyler Honeycutt, first 2, I do believe, to find pit road on this final green flag cycle with pit stops. We got those 2 in, and nobody else on this moment. But that window's open, Dustin. You know what that means. Everybody else sees it. They notate it. Here comes the 20. Oh my gosh, there's 2 more. Oh, the 26. Callum Bailey almost wrecked a truck that passed him. He missed the pit road entrance. That's very easy to do at Dover. But you see Justin LeBlanc, Bobby Mantle, they're down pit road. I think there's a couple there behind them. Looks like Jacob Grant in the 19. There he is in the green and yellow truck. And here comes Austin McGill, race leader.
Yeah, right behind him, Michael Thorpe Jr. following as well. He's not going to let...
Man, he made us so much ground.
Yeah, he did. More of a conservative entry for the 99, the 34, trying to make up all the ground that he can. Joshua Raymond in, Matthew Escalera in. You see the 18 is in as well. That's going to be the 18 of Caden Bullard. He's in, not on the same lap cycle, but also came in. So a lot of people coming in right now. There you see some drivers exiting. That's going to be the 19 of Jacob Grant completing his pit cycle. He's going to get on the loud pedal and get going. EJ Luna working his way around right now. As it sits, he could take over the race lead depending on how fast he is. He's going to pass Jacob Grant, who just did a little Houdini act. Oh, he's back again. Oh, he is blinky big time. Not what you want to see on a strong run right now, as Grant's been running in the top 3 Nerd TV podium for about the last 35 laps.
Yeah, absolutely don't want to see that late in the going or any time for that matter, but hopefully that gets all squared away and clear to finish this race. 31 laps to go at the line. McGill has it, and he has it by 0.812. The next person back, I don't know how this, well, no, there it goes. It's starting to cycle on by. I was going to be mind-blown there for a moment, but EJ Luna brought it in 3rd place. He's there 3rd. And then 1 second back, he got 4th place now. Jacob Grant and Matthew Escalera is in 5th place. And everybody else just kind of fall back. Top 10 are the only trucks on the lead lap. And you see a massive pack of trucks right here off of turn 4.
Yeah, big pack is, we got the 26 in the wall there trying to get out of the way. That is Callum Bailey trying to get out of the way. That's going to allow the 20 of Joshua Raymond to take over that 5th position back in the top 5 right now. Next 2 trucks behind him are the 45 of Tyler Honeycutt and the 43 Matthew Escalera. Escalera under fire right now from the 89 of Bobby Mantle. So right now, this is a big heated battle going on as Austin McGill and Michael Thorpe Jr. have taken off after their pit stops. And again, you got Luna and Jacob Grant separating your top 2 drivers from this gaggle of trucks right back here.
Just a large pack here. You're kind of just thinking when and where the wreck is going to happen. If you're Austin McGill, you're hoping that's not the case. Michael Thorpe. Oh, we got to check up.
Oh!
Wall contact wreck.
There it
Here's
is.
the caution. Here's the caution. There it is. Lap 174. We're going to stack them back up for a 20-lap shootout here. The rear tailgate of the 20 is gone. And Nerd TV Replay is going to have Joshua Raymond as the spotlight truck. Slaps the wall. Crosses over the field entirely. Yeah, huge crash right now.
Oh. Yeah, again, there was a lot going on because the 89 of Mantle sat here and got real close and had to check up as well, but that's not where the accident was happening. The accident was actually coming from the 20, slapping the side panel off that wall, and it just sent that truck down, and unfortunately, I mean, that space was occupied.
It just Caden Bullard, nowhere to go. I know he was a lap down or two, but he gets involved. Then you have the 72 there. Just Gaston just not having it right there. It just smashes the inside wall. 3 trucks. That could have been way worse because that was our biggest pack. Remember the lap prior said when and where? Well, there it was. It finally happened. There was just too much going on in that pack late in the going when things are picking up. And we got a couple more takers on pit road. And look at these trucks are filing in a little too hot and heavy. Oh, contact almost at the top of the screen. That could have been atrocious, but Dustin, we got about, what, 4 or 5 trucks on pit road? Let me check my SDK live timing. We got 4 currently on pit road here.
Raymond,
all
Bullard,
of which
White,
are
and
lap
Hayes.
down. So that's not going to affect the top 10. But now, what's going to go on here? Top 5 really have all the same amount of laps on their tires, so this is just a straight-up shootout.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at it, your top 4 are pretty close on lap. Tyler Honeycutt running P5 right now was the first taker coming down pit road, and after that was Jacob Grant. Not too long after that, or no, it was Bobby Mantle, then Jacob Grant. So they have a couple more laps on their tires, which is not good when it comes to drivers like McGill and Thorpe Jr., and even EJ Luna, who have less laps on their tires. That means they got more rubber on that. They got more life on those tires, and they're already up at the front of the pack. So it's gonna be tough. It's not impossible. It's not unattainable. But those drivers that were the earlier pitters out of that group they're gonna have to work a little harder in order to try to get themselves up to even have contention with that top 3.
Absolutely. 1 lap to go. Quick mention, too, I don't know if we've brought this into attention at all, but Full Throttle Motorsports, they have 3 trucks, which, by the way, is the smallest fielding team with only 3 trucks. Everybody else has 4 or 5. They have the top 2 spot. That's Michael Thorpe and Austin McGill. And then Matthew Escalera, who's been in that top 3, top 5 picture late in the going. He's currently 8th. So this team in general, the smallest fielding team with the largest performance tonight. So they got their team dialed in. See if Matthew can get back in the top 5. That'd be kind of cool to see the blue spoilers doing their thing all in the top 5. But here we go. Pace truck's going to come down. We're going to have 23 laps to go. 23 at the line to settle this thing out. Are we done with cautions? Probably not. This is going to get pretty crazy on this restart. Clouds just fully blanketing Dover, it looks like at this point here. It looks like nighttime almost, but green flag. 34 actually timed to start perfectly with his teammate. Let's see what he can do in 1 and 2.
Yeah, that was probably the closest restart that Thorpe had on the 99 of McGill, and that puts him just a half a truck length behind. Big race going on behind right now, led by EJ Luna. You got Jacob Grant following close in tail right now. Again, new entry to Grim Reaper Motorsports this week is the 19. And you got Bobby Mantle trying to make some moves right now, passing Tyler Honeycutt. So they're trying to work their way forward, but they're going to have to make quick work. 22 laps to go, Jeremy. Not a lot of time around Dover Motor Speedway to try to get anything done, especially when you got to track down probably 2 of the fastest trucks all night, being the 99 and the 34.
And they are putting in some... Oh, what is going on here? Looks like everyone is trying to avoid a chicane there off the turn 4 exit. They all go down to the end parts of the front straightaway. but do not wreck. So that's the most important part there. On the back straightaway, 21. Oh, Stephen Hayes, 13, hard to the outside wall there on corner exit turn 2. Again, we say green flag racing here, focusing on Matthew Escalera there in the 43, currently P7. He's looking underneath the 78, John Howard. This is not for position.
No, but that 45 right in front of him of Tyler Honeycutt is for position, and that's who he is trying to get by. But this is going to open the door for Justin LeBlanc to try to go by on the high side. He's trying to peek his nose there and follow John Howard through. Tyler Honeycutt goes to the top side. That's going to put LeBlanc almost side by side there with Escalera. But now they are able to close that back up again. So big time racing right now, Jeremy, just inside the top 10. Your top 2 have not changed. The only thing that's changed is the amount of distance in between the 99 and 34 right now. So 99 track and 18 more circuits around this track, and he might be able to visit victory lane. EJ Luna currently holding that last podium, Nerd TV podium position, but that's going to come under fire from the 89 of Bobby Mantles. Bobby Mantles working his way forward now. So, Jeremy, we have got a lot of drivers knowing the time frame and knowing it's time to drop that hammer. We're not holding back anymore. Here we go. Pass for third place. 89 Mantle, 24 Luna.
Trying, gets there. EJ giving a ton of space. They're on entry and center. Cannot get the corner exit launched like he was hoping for. Bobby Mantle into the podium, top 3. Now as he sets his sights on the blue spoilers, Michael Thorpe Jr., Austin McGill right in front of him. 16 laps remaining here, and still 30 viewers live on the YouTube side. Appreciate y'all once more. Let's close this thing out with a banger.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what Austin McGill is trying to do to stay ahead of his Full Throttle Motorsport teammate of Michael Thorpe Jr., Bobby Mantle. First Grim Reaper Motorsport driver trying to track them down, give a little pressure to second place Thorpe, would be first one on his list. And what do you got, Jeremy?
Just Callum Bailey almost took out Ricky Hudgens in the 21. That would have been bad. That was such a close. You might have saw that contact on your radar, but man, that was so close. But we stay reckless. We stay grid. So they're still racing side by side here into turn 3 and 4. It's going to slide in front of him this time. Crossover 21. Nope, he gets loose. He can't do that. Now he's going to get past. Maybe takes the blocking effort into turn 1. 18.
Drift up.
Bullard. Slide job. Man, it's getting feisty back here, even if it's not on the lead lap.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, it's getting spicy back here, and some of these drivers, they're not on the same lap. But here's the thing. They have their own race that they're racing for, too. They got to try to pass other lap-down trucks to put them in contention for a lucky dog. Because if that caution comes out, they want to try to get back on the lead lap to give themselves a shot to try to get a better finishing position. So even though they're not on the lead lap, and viewers are probably like, why the heck are they out there doing that? These are lead lap cars. They got their own battle going on too, and that's what makes motorsports racing so intense, because there are different levels of battles going on.
2 trucks. Looks like that number 20?
Yes.
Back there?
And Jeremy, I think that's going to put the 26 of Callum Bailey as your lucky dog, because Joshua Raymond had it. But seeing as he was in that wreck, I think it's going to pass the lucky dog to the 26.
Yeah, well, 2 laps down. Now going to be 1 lap down, as we're going to see Joshua Raymond. Let's see what happened here. He just got loose, I think. Oh, yeah, he got checked up, loose, right in front of LeBlanc. Nowhere for Justin to go. 2 trucks involved on lap 187 here.
And LeBlanc's luck finally ran out on that. Yeah, we were talking about it. He can only gamble so many times. But LeBlanc had nowhere to go. I mean, that happened right in front of him. He literally had no time to react on that. But the unfortunate thing is like we said, Joshua Raymond was leading your lap down trucks. And seeing as he brought that caution out, that means he has an X. He will not receive that. It should be that 26 right there of Callum Bailey. We should be seeing him getting that wave around here, as long as he did not have any contact when that caution came out.
2 drivers in this top 5 does not have a win. It's Austin McGill and EJ Luna.
There you
Austin been there at the point this whole time, looking to go. There goes the 26. Yeah, lucky dog. Dustin called that to the T. And go from 2 laps down back to 1. And if he gets another caution, he's going to get that second Icon Apparel Company Lucky Dog Award and then be back at it. Maybe. We'll see. Anything can happen at Dover. Things happen super quick here, as we've seen. For I think, what is this, the 7th caution? I have not counted completely, but I think it's caution number 7.
I believe. If it's not, it's close to that. So I know we have had some, because a caution-free race does not happen as often as what people think. It does happen, but not as often as what people think. You got to expect, especially because we're racing on technology, there's equipment issues, there's internet connectivity issues, there's that awesome bubble of space that people love, on the service that takes effect. So, cautions happen pretty much every race that you have. There's at least one caution, again, unless you get lucky. So, the amount of cautions we've had, not bad for 200 circuits around Dover. And we've had a lot of long green flag runs, Jeremy, a lot. That last one that we had, it was so stretched out that we only had a couple battles here that we could really try to hone in on where trucks were close because it was such a long run. So, these drivers, for the most part, have done an excellent job at keeping this thing as clean as possible for the track, because this is not an easy track to drive, folks. Not an easy track at all.
No, very challenging, and the sun's back out, so that's going to even further make this a little more challenging as we get a couple degrees of air or track temp back into the surface here. To end this race, we're going to have 8 laps remaining. Austin McGill, Michael Thorpe Jr., Full Throttle Motorsports keeping this thing 1-2. EJ Luna 4th, Bobby Mantle 3rd, Jacob Grant 5th. I don't know why I said 3rd and 4th backwards. Does not matter. We're going to go back to the green flag. That's what all that matters. That's just how we do it. Remember, dyslexics untie. Just a thing. Here we go. The green flag underway. Terrible start on the outside by multiple trucks. Bobby Mantle.
Blocking.
Oh my, I thought he was going to go to the top, but Thorpe blocked that move just enough to keep Mantle on the inside. This is going to allow McGill to launch 34 into the wall. Contact door to door, turn 3.
Yeah, turn 3, there was block there, defensive driving until they got up to speed. McGill now out front, side by side for the 34 of Thorpe and 89 of Mantle right now. They're duking it out for P2 as it sits. Remember, the 99 and 34 have tires that are a few laps fresher than that of the 89. So what can we expect here? Looks like Thorpe does close that, shuts that line down. Mark Thorpe P2, Mantle P3 right now. Jeremy, 7 laps to go, 6 this time by, as these drivers are trying to get this race under wraps.
It is getting tricky over here. Can the 34 upset the 99? Or can Austin close this thing out? This time by, 5 laps to go. Mantle doing everything he can. I thought he had the restart to do it, but he got blocked. And now he's struggling to get back to second place. 4th and 5th. Here we are, side by side. This is going to put Matthew Escalera in P4. Blue spoilers, 1, 2, 4.
Yeah, if they can finish out strong right now, this will be an excellent running for Full Throttle Motorsports. And look at the 19 of Jacob Grant trying to sneak into P5. That's going to, almost near contact there after Luna bounced off the wall. That's going to put 2 Grim Reaper Motorsports in the top 5. So teams trying to make up the most amount of points they can. So that's duking it out. Honeycutt and Luna duking it out right now as there was almost door contact coming off the corner. Jeremy, this is getting hot and heated right now. 4 laps to go. Right now, McGill still leads, but only by a truck length over the 34 Thorpe.
He is right there. He is on the door of the 99. Little conservative exit off of turn 2. 0.2, 0.3, that's the distance. Can he do it? 2 laps remaining, 2 miles left.
2 miles left as they work off of turn 4. You see Bobby Mantle getting loose there, but no pressure from behind from Escalera. He still has room. Escalera clearly in P4 right now. No pressure behind him from Grant. Your big battle is going to be right here for that top spot. Can the 34 of Thorpe close in and make a run on his Full Throttle Motorsport teammate of Austin McGill? Can he stop the run of different race winners? Final lap as they work their way by. Just 4 more corners, 2 more as McGill is working his way out. Everybody getting out of the way. Clean exit for the 99. 2 more corners to see if Austin McGill can be our 10th different winner in as many races. 34 tries a high line approach to build speed, but nowhere in striking distance. Austin McGill wins at Dover.
Sorry, Nicholas Casey. Sorry, Michael Thorpe Sr. Not going to happen. Austin McGill going to go 10 for 10 on different winners to open this 2025 season for the Global Racing League Truck Series. And what a solid performance. Second fastest in practice. Starts on the pole. Wins the race in dominant fashion overall, considering all things. What a just performance from these blue spoilers, Dustin. Just great teamwork, great setup combination at Dover. And it's one of those tracks, if it clicks, it clicks. And these 3 got it.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, it was an excellent run for Full Throttle Motorsports. You already talked about being the smallest fielded team on the roster right now for Global Racing League. They finished 1, 2, and 4, so all 3 trucks in the top 5. Fantastic run. Did it in dominant fashion, but, I mean, hats off to the 34, Michael Thorpe Jr. I mean, he was not holding back. He stayed right there. If there was anybody that could sit here and challenge in 99, he was right there. Excellent rebound after being off cycle for pit strategy for the 89 of Bobby Mantle. And then again, Grim Reaper Motorsports, 2 trucks in the top 5. Jacob Grant there with a top 5 with 5th place, and Matthew Escalera. I mean, a solid run there for another Full Throttle Motorsport entry. Being in 4th place. We don't get a chance to talk about Matthew that much, but he definitely put on a show. I would definitely say Dover is probably in his wheelhouse for a driver select track.
I mean, with this setup, it almost looks like a JGR from 2010 in Xfinity. You just put a driver in there and it's going to take off. And it's just great, dominant performance here tonight. They're burning it down. 1, 2, celebration. Like someone won a championship. Oh, Austin. Burn. Okay, I thought I was going to hit the wall there. He's got a burn engine. Does it count? No, but he doesn't hit anything. So we're good. We're clear, potentially. And here's your unofficial result here tonight. Austin McGill, P1. Michael Thorpe, 2nd. Bobby Mantle, 3rd. Matthew Escalera, 4th. Jacob Grant is your final truck in the top 5. And you got Tyler Honeycutt, EJ Luna, Don Blazier, Ricky Hudgens, and Justin LeBlanc. That's your top 10. Oh, Austin missed the pit. He's trying to find it, Dustin. He went a little too far.
He better find victory lane.
Look,
He better, come on. Make that right-hander.
It's literally painted on the track.
Make that right. There, you see, he knows what's going on.
No, you can't park there. Keep going.
Yeah, got to keep going. Got to keep going. Come on. Yeah, his trucks. Oh, do they not have it open?
Oh no, it's open. I've drove my truck in there. Don't tell me they closed it off.
It looks like it might be closed off.
No way. No, okay, he hit the brick wall. You had the wrong camera angle. He hit the brick wall like a no. I need to get him on there before his truck completely just toast.
All right, well, you work on that. Well, I'll go through the rest of the finishing results. Right. Callum Bailey, P11. Joshua Raymond, P12. Brad Miner, 13th. Caden Bullard, 14th. John Howard rounds out your top 15. Jonathan Gaston in 16th. 17th goes to Danny White. 18th to Stephen Hayes. 19th to Jeffrey Weimer. And Rob Sherwood rounds out your top 20. 21st goes to David Holsey. 22nd, Kevin Martin. 23rd, Stephen Knight. Mike Hayes and Brody Marinko are 24th and 25th tonight. So that is going to round that up. We are going to take a short commercial break while Jeremy tries to guide the 99 Austin McGill to victory lane because he doesn't know where it's at or how to get into it. Because, hey, it's the first time he's won this season. We'll be right back.
Post-race show time on the Nerd TV, presented by Icon Apparel Company and Victory Fuel, and here it is. We're going to talk to our top three. First person on the docket, third place, 89, Miss Bobby Mansell. Bobby, congrats on top three.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, great truck overall. You started in the back in 23rd. I'm not sure if that was just a poor qualifying effort or if something went wrong. Not sure, but you made up for it in the race, man. You played the cards right. You got up to the front pretty quickly, and you kind of hung up there with the boys. What more did you need in that 89 to further that position?
Well, probably if I hadn't hit that wall in my Q lap and actually placed a quick lap time instead of queuing 23, I probably could have had a better chance. I had to fight through the field to get up there, so that chewed up some of the tire. And then strategy went out the window with that late caution. I went off strategy, took tires early. I was able to drive through the field, have myself a nice lead. And then, of course, something happened, and the role reversed, and I was the one being swallowed up by the whole field. So that didn't feel as great as charging through. But then we had that long run, had the green flag stop. I went into the pits, threw my adjustments in, and I knew I just had to go like a bat out of hell, try and make up as many spots as I could. And I think I just cooked my tires a little too much on that run, obviously not knowing there was going to be a caution to give me a better shot at the end of the race there. But I don't know. I think if I had saved my tires a little bit more, I could have had something for those Full Throttle Motorsports guys, but they were just quick.
It's a quick side thought maybe from you. How does it feel from driving from 14th to 1st in 5 or 10 laps here at Dover?
Dude, you feel like Superman. It's amazing. And I just had to be patient because I knew I had the faster car. I had the freshest tires. So you just choose when you want to pick them off, take your time. Like it was like a Sunday cruise through the field. It was amazing.
I'm sure it was a blast. I was just like, man, I was like maybe 15, 20 laps, but no, you did it in, what, I think 10 to 12, something around there. It was just crazy like, so. But good job overall. You played the cards right for the most part to get into the top three. You had JJ McCoy on Facebook saying kick their ass, and I think a P3 is a good solid finish. So
Yeah, I'll take it.
yeah, man, congrats on the good solid run. Any shout outs, final thoughts, any words before we let you go?
As always, I got to say thanks to you guys. You guys always do an amazing broadcast. Shout out to Jacob Grant for joining the team. A few other new guys that have joined. I got to remember my fans. You guys called me on that before, so shout out to them for tuning in, cheering me on. Hopefully my fan base is growing a little bit. And yeah, just shout out to anyone who tuned in to watch this race. Hope they had a blast.
There you go. The fans appreciate you calling them out, sir. There it is. There's the 89 Bobby Mantle P3 tonight, and go get him next week. Maybe we'll talk to you then.
All right, see you guys later.
Yes, sir. There's Bobby Mantle, A89, doing his part, thanking people that cheer him on.
Because we called him out. That's right.
Yeah. JJ McCoy specifically on there, and he's just like, yeah, that's cool. So there we go. Second place now. Michael Thorpe Jr., not to make that any awkward there. Second place, 34, man. Full Throttle Motorsports, kicking ass tonight. Congrats, dude.
Thank you very much, guys.
What's the secret sauce? You got 3 trucks on the team. You got all of them in the top 4. Just hell of a job. First, I guess, yeah, what's the secret sauce? And second, what did you have to do different behind the wheel to pass the 99 tonight?
Hey, the secret sauce is all in the setup. Thank you, Team Watson Racing, for all the setups. And honestly, it was just me and 89 just battling with the race. I was just trying to keep him behind me in the 99, my teammate. And I was going to defend also my life because he was way a little bit faster than I was most of the race. I almost lost my cool on 125 with the blocked 89 pulled on me, but it's all good. It's a hard racing.
Yeah, Dover kind of promotes it sometimes. Last restart, you guys kind of ganged up on him there, too, to kind of secure that win for Austin, because I thought maybe he was going to cross over to the top. I wasn't sure. Walk us through that last restart. It looked like a lot of people had trouble. Was it just a lot of tire spin and the outside lane just couldn't get going?
Yeah, it was a lot of tire spinning. I was testing out during the on the yellow pace laps to try to see if I can go in first gear. Because we've been doing it all night long in the first tires. So I was trying to see if we had enough rubber that I could keep on doing it. And just spun it just a little bit too much. So I just tried to drag it down to Bobby, try to keep him down there behind Austin so he wouldn't get inside of him. And it worked.
Yeah, no, it absolutely did, man. You guys, great performance overall. You did it cleanly. It was fun to watch. But any final thoughts before we let you go tonight?
Nope. Hey, Austin's the man. He deserves some of these wins. He definitely does. One of the fastest drivers in this league. Want to shout out UNOH, Team Watson Racing Setups. Just shout them out. Check their website out. See if you want some setups. And Guardian. Check us out on Instagram and GGA Esports.
There you go. That's Michael Thorpe Jr., second place here tonight for Full Throttle. Man, have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. And then now it's time to bring in Dustin, the 10th different winner in 10 races. Austin McGill, driver of the 99. Congratulations on the victory, sir.
Thank you. Very, very good race.
Yeah, I would say so. Especially in your team's end, you didn't know how to leave the top 5. It was quite impressive to watch how that unfolded. And you second fastest in practice, fastest in qualifying, of course the fastest in the race. Usually the long run kind of does not work in your favor, but somehow you figured it out. Mid-race, I was like, okay, he's lost it. And then you turn on another booster, man. You shot out another 2 seconds, like 40 laps into the run. So what was the difference behind the wheel tonight to keep you up front all the whole time?
I'm going to be completely honest. I could not tell you. I say it all the time to my teammates. I'm not the greatest at tire saving. Normally I'm good on the short run, and then I end up falling like a rock through the field. But man, the Team Watson setup was just ridiculous today. So shout out to them. They made an absolute rocket ship of a setup. And yeah, I don't know. I was just so comfortable in the long run. I wasn't tight. I wasn't loose. It was just perfect.
Yeah, almost perfect finish. 1, 2, and 4 for the 3 trucks for Full Throttle Motorsports. Congrats on that, man. When are we going to see our first repeat winner? Is it going to be you next week? Because this is insanity. We've not had one repeat winner yet.
Might be next week. We'll never know. Just have to wait and see.
It's true.
Where are we next week? Texas, I think?
Texas.
Should be an interesting one. I think that could be anybody's race, honestly. We're going to be practicing, trying to get the setup down. Hopefully it's anywhere as close as it was today, and it'll be a blast. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man, the competition's so strong this year. It's great fun to watch, keeping us on our toes up here in the booth. And man, congratulations once more. You got it done tonight. A dominant performance. Any shout-outs before we let you go?
Just shout out to Team Watson Racing Setups. Check out their website. Truck was on fire today. P1, P2, P4 for Full Throttle. So shout out to those guys. Did a great recovery drive from the two of them. And just want to thank you guys for sticking through another one. Going to be a good season, so hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Gonna be a great season for sure. And you literally were on fire. You burned the engine down on the front straightaway and doing your burnouts. So get that thing repaired, cleaned up, and we'll see you at Texas next week, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Austin McGill in the 99, 10 different winners in 10 different races, headed off into Texas. And the winner of this race, Dustin, literally said, it is anyone's race. Do we see 11 for 11?
That's the excellent question. I mean, there was a chance tonight where we could have seen the first repeat winner, but I mean, it's the level of skill that these drivers have in this, and the pool that they have of drivers that have the ability to win is so big that, I mean, they're showing you each and every week. They're showing up, and they're like, hey, it's a new winner, it's a new winner, it's a new winner, it's a new winner. We're 10 races in and still have not seen a repeat winner. Mind you, this season is 36 races long. We're a third of the way through this season, almost, and still have not seen a repeat winner. So, I mean, yeah, granted, we're going to run out of that at some point in time. But, Jeremy, I mean, this is unheard of. I mean, you really don't see a lot of leagues where you are a third of the way through almost and have all had first-time winners for the season. So, I mean, it's fantastic, and it just goes to show the talent pool that Global has. So, I don't know. I mean, anything could happen at Texas. I mean, it's Texas, so I mean, anything could happen there. Man, I don't like to put bets down, but I mean, I know there's still drivers out there that have the ability to win. But if I was a betting man, I feel that Texas is probably a good chance that we could see our first time repeat winner
There you
next
go.
week.
Dustin's calling it. And it's going to be weird. Coming into the playoffs this year, we're going to have most likely a chance of winners not making the top 16. It's what it's tracking right now. So we'll see how that plays out. So that'll be really fun and interesting to watch. First time we've ever seen that in our broadcast career, to go, well, you want to race, but you're not in. Giving your thoughts, right? So that'll be fun. But great broadcast. At one point, we did hit 46 viewers live on YouTube. That was fantastic. It was only for like 5 seconds, but I don't care.
I'll take it. I'll take
Remember,
it. I'll take it.
Take it. And thank you guys once more. I have to scroll through the chats barely to see all the chats.
I love it.
Yeah, so YouTube is rocking, guys. Thank you. Join in again next Sunday night. Let's try to get 50. Let's try to get 50 viewers. That'd be awesome. Just need 4 more. So bring them on in. Chat along with us. We'll have a fun time. Calling it a Texas. Texas is, I know it's not the most fun, entertaining track out on the circuit, on the schedule, but, you know, we're going to make fun of it on the broadcast side, so that's all we can do for y'all. And hopefully the Global Racing League does as well. But we're going to close this thing out. You guys tune in next week for sure on Sunday at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And once again, I said on the top of the show, Dustin, we're going to get these Chrome Glow trucks uploaded on nerdraps.nerditudes.gg. So check them out. I know Jacob Grant needs a paint scheme. I know someone who can paint you one. Just got to request it. So there you go. All right, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe. Get your nerd on. Dustin, what you got for him?
As always, it's not goodbye. It's just till next time. Stay nerdy.
Back when nothing truly mattered and we hadn't had a clue, we fell in to play the game. Nothing would ever be the same. There were times when there was laughter, there were times when there was joy, but they took it all away for the pleasure in our pain. Welcome to our new world, shine a light on everything. Please don't be scared for what we know. Welcome to our Back when nothing truly